What is up, vlog? Back in March, I was given the opportunity by Skydive Sebastian to work the Space Coast Warbirds Airshow and raise gravity awareness. I think it's really fun to talk to people about skydiving, and especially at such a cool aviation-themed event with World War II, World War I aircraft, Vietnam-era aircraft, people into aviation, and with the Air Sports parachute team. Great group of guys and gals, really fun to hang out with. They enjoy doing these demos. They love parachuting and spreading the gravity awareness. So without further ado, here is my edit of the Space Coast Warbirds Airshow. Let me interject for a second and say, while it's super cool to see these World War II aircraft fly, in a lot of cases these pilots own them privately, they maintain them privately, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, they've got a certain feel to them, a certain presence, you know. The prize of the show, though, is really, the belle of the ball, we'll say, is the C-47 Tico Belle, which was a military jump aircraft that flew into D-Day, into Normandy on D-Day, December 6th, 1944. I think it's one of the greatest demonstrations out there. So I kind of filmed a little thing, roll the footage, and then I'm going to talk about representing Skydive Sebastian as a skydiver.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is perfection. And that's the way you start the show at Titusville. Now, they have 7 or 9 inflatable panels. With the forward speed of the airplane, those inflatable panels form an airfoil in the sky, just like the airfoil of the wing of an aircraft, which provides lift for the aircraft. They are extremely agile. They are safe to be able to work together in what the teams call CRW, or Canopy Relative Work, without compromising the safety. Records have been set with as many as 75 or 80 or 90 pilots all hooked up in formation for a period of seconds with riding on top of one another. All right, as they get closer to the ground, watch the arms and the hands, that's the braking.
So I didn't really get much footage, like interview footage, people come up, talking to the table. But I did talk to a lot of people who were genuinely interested in skydiving, and not one person said, I'll never jump out of a perfectly good. Perfectly good. I'll never jump out of a perfectly good. Yeah, a lot of people were interested. And you know what? More women were interested in doing a skydive than the men were, which is kind of funny because there's far more men who are in the sport and licensed skydivers than there are women. But there are programs out there, gals, to introduce you into the sport. There's coaching programs, there's Sisters in Skydiving, there's women's world records, women's state records. There's a lot of organizing for women in the sport. Let me tell you something, men. If you go to an air show and your wife or your girlfriend is like, I want to do a skydive, man up, do a jump with her, you know, show her that you're fearless. And if you've had a couple of drinks, you say you're gonna do it drunk, do it sober. Hemingway told you, always do sober what you said you would do drunk. So do it. I want to thank Amanda and Jeff, Skydive Sebastian, all the instructors and staff. Thank you guys for letting me represent you at these air shows, and thanks for the jumps. I super appreciate being able to go out there and then hang out with these people who do it professionally, because I'm semi-amateur skydiver, as I always say. I think it's a lot of fun. And, you know, hopefully these people who say that they're interested, they come out for a jump. Skydiving is a dangerous sport, but it can be done safely and be done correctly, and you can have a lot of fun. So I'm all about spreading that gravity awareness. Also want to thank Bob and everybody at the Air Sports Parachute team. You guys and gals put on a great show. It was fun hanging out with you. So that was really cool. And I'm dropping a link below to Skydive Sebastian, a link below to the Air Sports Parachute team, and a link below to the Space Coast Warbirds Air Show at the Valiant Air Command, Titusville, Florida. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting the sport. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's roll some more of that air show footage before we get out of here. How about that?